Hey, belly up to your desk, everyone. We are doing the high-low ADP. We're going to take a different, maybe a little different approach. I'm just going to kind of lead it. I got the ADPs in front of me, and so I am just going to ask.
Means computer closed.
Yeah, we're going in blind.
Going in blind. I am mostly curious. Do you guys have a certain team you would like to start with? Do you want to go positional or do you want to go teams?
Yeah, positional.
Positional? Okay, let's start with the running back position.
Chris McCaffrey, number 1.
Oh, fuck. How did you know? You son of a bitch.
Is it higher or lower?
Higher than lower than number 1. You nailed it, man. So, okay, Chris McCaffrey obviously is going to be the one. I mean, PPR all around. He is a stud. So we don't need to really talk about that. Going into Alvin Kamara, he's coming into what? His 5th year? Is this his 5th year?
Yes.
5th year.
Yes.
He's got 4 RB1s under his belt. So let's talk dynasty here. You're in the first round. You're at pick 5. 1 QB league. You got Alvin Kamara staring you in the face.
4th.
You taking 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
I can't do 4th. I have to do 7th.
7th, okay. Well, he's here at RB5. I will say in my most recent my most recent 1 QB league, I did take Alvin Kamara at number 5. Mostly due to the running back longevity episode. So if you guys, I'm going to keep plugging that. That was one of our best episodes.
It was a good one.
Especially knowing that the receiving situation is a nightmare.
Yeah.
In a PPR league.
I just didn't know if the quarterback.
Running back is what I was saying, by the way.
Sure.
Not 4th overall.
Well, in a single quarterback league,
Yeah.
It's going to go
overall, pretty
that's
much.
fair.
Yeah.
Unless you get nasty with it, man.
So wait, what's that? You were going CMC.
In a dynasty, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara.
Oh, over Saquon and
Yes.
Derrick Henry. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. I do agree. I think Dalvin or Derrick Henry's going to fall off a cliff. But we'll talk about that when it gets to it. So let's talk. I'm going to give you guys.
Super heartbroken about the startup draft because I had the 10th pick in a super flex 10 team, and I went Jonathan Taylor, and I so badly wanted to go Alvin Kamara, but I have a different dynasty league where those are my running backs, and it just broke my heart that I didn't do. I took Nick Chubb, this guy over here.
Love Nick Chubb.
This guy over here.
Yeah.
When we do the AFC North, I will be in a Nick Chubb jersey.
Heck yeah.
You
I knew he wasn't coming back to you, though, so I wanted him to have a safe home with RDR.
If he made it down in that second round, that was a smash button.
I mean, you can always get him for the low price of Antonio Gibson and maybe a future pick. Maybe we'll work that in the Jamar Chase thing,
Make a big blockbuster.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say 3 names here.
Paper.
I'm going to say 3 names here, and I want you guys to rank them in your opinion, and then I'll tell you what the ADP is. Ronald Jones, Mike Davis, Leonard Fournette.
In that order. Exactly.
In that order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have read them in that order, huh? Okay, but with that said, I'm curious where would you put these in your running backs as far as ranking? Like, do you have them close? Do you have them?
Ronald Jones is head and shoulders above those guys. And Mike Davis is. So I think it's Jones, huge gap. Mike Davis, huge gap. Fournette.
Wow.
Are you thinking if you're situational, you need like a bye week running back. Okay. Like you got, I don't know, a Dalvin Cook and a Josh Jacobs. I'll just say that. And you need a guy to come in to kind of have a little insurance because you have nothing else on your team. Are you trusting Ronald Jones over a potentially? I'm gonna take this to you because I kind of know his feelings. Do you want Mike Davis or Ronald Jones to kind of fill that spot? And you're a win now, mind you.
Yeah, Mike Davis. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? I mean, these two guys are fighting over a pass first offense, in my opinion. And then you have Mike Davis, who's walking into, like nothing. There's nothing there.
Well, yeah, but I'm going off if we're doing that, they're a lot closer.
Okay,
to
all
me.
right.
But if
Longevity,
we're talking
Ronald
about-
Jones is
like-
young as
Oh,
fuck.
totally. Yeah, that's my
But
bad.
in a certain situation, then yeah, I could see wanting Mike Davis, depending on who they're playing and like
Right.
looking at this year's schedule. Yeah, I may
Yeah.
want Mike Davis more for this year, but in a dynasty league, it's not even fucking close.
So
Yeah.
what? I mean, I think I like Ronald Jones, and same with Sam Darnold. Like that was a great team in USC, so they did great stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, the teams that drafted those two guys didn't really trust them, or it didn't pan out. Are you like? Is your guys' opinion of Ronald Jones completely hinging on him playing somewhere else next year?
Yes.
I mean, he had almost 1,000 yards last year
Yeah.
and 7 touchdowns. Like
pretty
he's
good.
gonna be the number one guy there. I feel like they were just warming him up.
See, that's
Okay.
why I think I would take Ronald Jones over Mike Davis, even if I was in a win down situation, because I think he's going to have a decent year, and once
Then
he
the
gets
potential of going somewhere else.
and also on top of that, get away from Bruce Arians, who's like, you fumble the ball, you're not playing the rest of the game. That fucking petty bullshit,
I
right?
just don't
Yeah.
want to. Don't put Bruce on TV anymore.
Yeah, right. So
I mean,
just
Yeah, the dude's averaging 5.1 yards per carry.
dude,
last
that
season.
guy's he's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
good.
He's
Very
crushing
impressive.
So
That's awesome.
maybe he goes to a place like, I don't know, Atlanta next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that'd be
Hey.
It's
nice.
somebody that has some money.
But just for context, Ronald Jones RB28, Mike Davis RB30, Leonard Fournette RB35. Which, by the way, I don't think I even want Leonard Fournette. Did I say Leonard Fournette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want Leonard Fournette at all.
Well, it wasn't as huge of a gap as I thought, but I guess I should.
I mean, after you
about
get
that.
past like 30, it gets,
Yeah, Mike Davis
tight.
is a starting running back, so he's got to be in the top 30. I guess Ronald Jones makes sense at the back 20.
Okay.
Am I the only one that's viewing Mike Davis as a bell cow? I mean,
I
I
think
know
so.
he's
No.
old.
No.
In this
he is.
room, I think so, but a lot of people.
Okay.
I do.
I know
I
he's
do
old,
think-
but like,
I think he's a bell cow for sure.
Todd Gurley came in and got 195 touches last year. He's not like the fountain of youth or nothing.
Yeah.
Busted ass knees and shit.
Well, yeah. Again, if it's just this season, sure.
Right. Okay.
But like,
I drafted two 28-year-old running backs in our startup, and it was just for this season.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm just curious with that. I mean, I feel like Chuba Hubbard's kind of is thinking in a kind of a league of his own when I'm looking at this ADP. Chuba Hubbard,
A league of his own.
do you when you're looking at Ronald Jones and Mike Davis? I'm just going to cut Leonard Fournette out of this. When you're looking at Ronald Jones, Mike Davis, and you're in a startup, I mean, how do you prioritize those guys? I mean, he's obviously lower. I'm going to just tell you that now. He's lower in the ADP, but I'm curious if you guys prioritize him over guys like that. I guess it would depend on draft strategy, but yeah.
I mean, it depends. If you have Christian McCaffrey, you should
yeah.
100%. But if you don't, then
Well, I mean,
I'd
look,
probably take a starter over him.
Yeah, I think he's behind those guys in a startup.
definitely.
If he had gone to like Chicago instead of the Khalil Herbert thing
Yeah.
up there, then I'd be talking about Chuba as like
Let's
know.
fucking do it.
right.
do it.
Like, he's a 1B, but there ain't no
I'm kind of
alphabet
just-
behind CMC.
I'm just
Yeah.
hoping that when Christian McCaffrey gets traded, then Chuba's a
Which-
starter, and then McCaffrey's
man.
still McCaffrey.
I-
Well, there was a lot closer of a chance of it happening with Deshaun Watson on the market, but
So we got Todd Gurley at running back 54, which I think is trash.
yeah. I mean,
So
he's
let's
not
get
even
that
on
out
a
of there.
Fucking roster.
So I'm gonna name. I'm gonna name.
He's not going back to the Rams. I thought
Dude,
he's
that would
pretty
be so-
certain.
There's
to go
no
there.
way that bad blood is so
No.
deep.
I thought Gurley. They were saying he's probably going to sign with the Ravens, which I thought was weird.
Why?
I don't know. That's just what
Gus Edwards
Same.
ain't good enough, bro. So I'm just gonna name some names. So we got Latavius Murray, Giovanni Bernard, Javian Hawkins, and Keyshawn Vaughn. I didn't say them in the order this time. So I'm curious how you prioritize those guys and why mostly interested in the Tampa Bay running backs with Leonard Fournette getting older and Ronald Jones' contract up next year. So, go ahead.
I still think Latavius Murray.
Yeah, Murray
Definitely.
is the first guy.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
mean,
huge
every
fan.
time Kamara's not played, he's been an RB1
I mean, he still gets
for
like
that week.
Tay Train.
I don't want to say. I mean, I guess I can look at it and don't have to get too crazy, but I gotta think he's got a 30+% snap count.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to assume that goes up if they don't have a receiving core, right?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Last year,
30, 27, 35, 41, 28. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fairly consistent with 2019 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's definitely blowing old Keyshawn Vaughn's snap count out of the world.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, look at the guy. When Alvin Kamara's been out, scored 32 points, 36 points, 24 points.
Yeah, and that whole, like, everyone in a Saints jersey is a freaking a rushing touchdown vulture.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't stop Alvin Kamara from doing big things. What did he get, 16 all-purpose touchdowns last year?
Well, I mean, 7 in one game, yeah. Okay, what about Keyshawn Vaughn and Giovanni Bernard? Are you guys excited at all for like a future of these guys?
Not excited, but I'll take a chance on Vaughn. He's young. Bernard might be a pass-catching back for the Bucks.
Yeah, I think Gio gets some play this year.
Yeah, I mean, they were already talking about Tampa Bay drafting a running back this year.
Yeah.
That was like a priority. So I don't see these guys sticking around. I mean, maybe a little bit of value this year for PPR, but I don't see anything besides that.
I think Gio could be like a pretty similar player to what James White was.
Yeah, I can see that. So Javian Hawkins, any interest?
Not particularly.
Probably not.
We all watched
Mike
the
Davis is on a 2-year deal. Javion Hawkins sucks. I mean, if he had the pass catching work, that'd be one thing, but he doesn't have it, which is why I think, Mike Davis hits that 47 target number. But
oh shit, yeah, I see that. Well, just so you know, Javian Hawkins was the right. Javian Hawkins was RB 56, followed by Latavius Murray at 58. Keyshawn Vaughn 60 and Giovanni Bernard at 75.
Javion Hawkins going before Latavius Murray.
I think his ADP is that high just because he's the number 2 possibly the number 2 on that team.
I mean, how old is Latavius now?
He's like
29.
28, 28, 29.
Yeah.
I get that, but
it's not like he's taking a workload, man.
yeah,
He never has, even back in Minnesota.
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 It's fucking huge, man.
Ready for some tight end talk. So, I mean, we can all agree Kyle Pitts is the number one tight end out of the this division, right?
Out of this division, for sure.
So let's talk. Let's just talk the remaining. We got Adam Troutman, O.J. Howard, Hayden Hurst, Rob Gronk, and then Tommy Tremble. But we'll leave him. He's a rookie, but no tight end in Carolina. So besides Dan Arnold, I guess.
Yeah.
So Adam Troutman, O.J. Howard, Rob Gronk, Hayden Hurst. Where are you?
Probably what, Adam Troutman, Gronk, then Hurst.
And then Howard.
Yeah. You think Gronk's above Troutman?
No. Troutman, I might move O.J. Howard up because he's a free agent.
That's true.
And he's still relatively young.
Yeah.
So I might, because he's still going late. It's not like you have to get any of these guys early.
Right.
So to me, I would take the chance on O.J. Howard switching teams after this season and maybe finally being what he was supposed to be. Because lest we forget, he was like one of the most hyped tight ends coming into the draft.
What you know about Alabama tight ends? Irv?
But
So they all suck?
so I think I'd
Fuck
rather I'd rather take a flyer on OJ Howard than Gronk, who I know is going to retire soon. I mean, shit, he was retired 2 years ago. Like, he's going to retire again. And then Hurst, you're right. AJ said it in our previous episode. He does have some sneaky value. So maybe I would value Hurst and OJ Howard about the same. And then Gronk, if you want him for a stopgap this year, fine. That's fair. He probably will be better than those guys this year. I mean, if he's not, something horrible happened to him. But as far as dynasty shit goes, I'm hoping I already have a tight end before Gronk. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just figure if we're talking ADP, the name recognition probably gives him a boost.
Oh, yeah. Well, he'll be up.
Okay. Well, hit us, man. These are not tight ends I'm super into.
Well, yeah. Adam Troutman, tight end 19. Gronk, 20. OJ Howard, 27. Hayden Hurst, 28.
So that's surprising.
So.
Well, 27,
like
28. Like.
Well, sorry. I think I might be a little biased since I did trade for Hayden Hurst last year.
Yeah, I think you want that to happen really bad. But you do have a point.
The only thing is he's also, if he doesn't work out in Atlanta, where, last year the guy was notable for using 2 tight ends. I mean, he goes somewhere else next year. Yeah. He's second round draft capital as a tight end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes 12 years for tight ends to hit their stride.
That's true.
I mean, he's like 27, but I mean, isn't Travis Kelce like 29?
Travis Kelce's 31.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
You're thinking of Darren Waller, homie.
Yeah, but he's sick as fuck. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the athletic profile. I'm just saying
He didn't have to hit 3 teams in 5 years.
I'm just saying if you had Hayden Hurst, you're not dropping him. But tight end 28 just seems absurd in a dynasty.
He's going to outperform that, and like we've been saying this whole time earlier before this segment, we're struggling to name the number 2 guy in Atlanta. You know, outside of if we're talking pure wide receivers, so why not run 12 personnel?
Yeah.
Why not have
You right.
have them in line all the fucking time?
In line all the time. What's your opinion on Tommy Trimble?
Oh, I'm excited. I like old Trimbley.
Yeah.
But again,
see, there's not really a tight end. Dan Arnold.
There's not any room for the tight end there.
Yeah.
And lest we forget how awesome Chris Herndon was with Sam Darnold throwing him the ball, right? So, I don't think that offense is concerned with the tight end.
No. He's there to block and occasionally catch something, but not consistently enough to be a fantasy asset.
He is a tight end 33. So.
Well, he didn't do dick in Arizona.
Okay, so let's go to quarterbacks here.
All right.
So. I feel like quarterbacks are pretty easy on the scheme of things. Like, I'll just ask you guys where you're at with Sam Darnold and Jameis Winston. And
this division sucks.
So you know what? I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you their ADP, and then I just want more of an opinion from you guys because it's more of opinion based, I believe. So we got Tom Brady, quarterback 21, Matt Ryan 22, Sam Darnold 26. Jameis Winston, 29. Taysom Hill, 34.
I'd put Ryan in front of Brady, but other than that, I kind of agree with it.
Yeah. But I mean, dynasty. If you're in a startup, do you want Tom Brady over like?
Well, he should be your third quarterback in a dynasty, so you could have him for a year.
Yeah, that's true.
And draft a quarterback in the first round of the rookie draft.
I think I'm too high on Sam Darnold. I'm just excited for Joe Brady, and I'm excited for these.
But it's still a risk.
Way too high on Sammy.
I mean, I think I would draft Sam Darnold over Tom Brady and Matt Ryan.
Do you guys think that Sam Darnold is going to be a startable quarterback in one quarterback leagues?
Yes.
Okay.
In a redraft.
Okay.
Not startable. Not regularly startable, but...
Yes or no, he's going to be a better fantasy asset than Derek Carr?
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Okay. All right.
My only thing is
upside though.
Upside. You look at DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson? How are you excited
wide
about?
receiver room is such a question mark. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson.
How are you excited about Terrace Marshall Jr., like Christian McCaffrey? Like, you're looking at, like, weapons. It's like when people aren't excited about Kirk Cousins, but he's got
You know who else has a
nothing but
lot of weapons? Drew Lock. And he's not a startup fantasy quarterback. Now, I'm with you because I think the upside is there, and I believe in Sam Darnold. But if I was to, like, gun to my head, say right now what's going to happen, I want two guys that I can rely on before I'm taking. Sam Darnold is like a stash away flyer pick in case it works out.
Word.
It's not like, oh, I'm rolling and he's going to be my second quarterback.
Well, he's not going to be like starter in a super flex, but easily my two.
Man, this is fun.
It's a push.
All right, you're right. Shut up.
It's a push.
Maybe I shouldn't have been the one leading this.
No, I think you're doing a great job, man. I think I'm just a wet blanket tonight for sure.
That's okay.
Wetter than normal.
I think the question of Sam Darnold is will he be starting for Carolina next year? I don't know.
Well, see,
But can he be very fantasy relevant? Absolutely.
But that's my
It's
point.
not going to be him, though. It's going to be his wide receivers doing it. And I understand he gets fantasy points for the work that they do, but I don't think it really translates.
My point is that it's a question. That's why I want Matt Ryan over him and
Right.
probably Tom
That's
Brady
true,
because
that's
they're
true.
not a question. Matt Ryan is a viable starting fantasy quarterback every year. He is. Yeah. Sam Darnold, I love for the upside because I do believe. I'm repeating myself. I do believe in him, but you don't know that yet. It's a fly. It's essentially like taking Sam Darnold his rookie year. You don't know he's going to be good. You just think he is.
Right.
We're just doing that again because he moved teams. And who knows what's going to happen. He could fucking blow up. And that's what I'm expecting, which is why I am high on him. But I'm not so high on him that I'm going to make him my second quarterback. He's going to be my third or fourth.
Yeah, there you go.
He also could hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey for a living.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or throw it to him for a living, which is
Boom.
part of
Russell.
what I'm calling.
We're doing PP.
I'll take fucking
PP.
Points per carry.
Points per completion.
I'll take fucking points for Christian McCaffrey scat back touchdowns
Hell
for
yeah.
Sam Darnold.
We're doing Wildcats.
Hashtag Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. I do think Winston should be higher.
Then 29.
Yeah.
See, do you think he should be higher than Sam Darnold?
No.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy to me because I think maybe Jameis might be a little more talented, but like the weapons are just like in my face, man. I can't stop thinking about DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and
He's got
Christian
way better
McCaffrey.
weapons.
Well, let me tell you a story. Jameis Winston could be the quarterback in Carolina next year.
And that would be even better.
That would be amazing.
That'd be cream dream, unless he went to Denver.
No, he was only doing the NFC South.
Yeah, right. The quarterback carousel.
He could go to the Falcons next year, you know?
That'd be cool if he just ran through all the whole division.
That'd be awesome. I like the weather down here.
That's what I was hoping for Adrian Peterson after he went to the Lions. Like, do the Bears, then do the Packers. Just
wrap it
do
around.
the whole thing.
We got anything to say on Trask and Ian Book?
I mean, Trask should be way above Ian Book.
Yeah,
He
quarterback
is really
37 for Kyle Trask, and I mean Ian Book's QB 44. But I mean, I think there's a gap as far as talent, but as far as who else is there, after quarterback 37, it's whatever.
No, I don't hate Ian Book, but Trask has a guy in front of him who's 44 years old, who will get old at some point. We don't fucking know when, but it's gonna happen one of these days.
The chances of Kyle Trask starting because of osteoporosis are much higher. So let's just go with him.
Okay, so let's move into receivers here then. I feel like maybe we can leave Michael Thomas off right now since he's got question marks.
That's tough, yeah.
But okay, so we got DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Calvin Ridley, and Robbie Anderson.
Ridley.
Not in that order, right?
No.
Ridley, Godwin, Evans, Moore, Robinson.
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ridley, Evans, Godwin. But I want, actually, if it's what I want, I'll go Ridley, Moore, Evans, Godwin, Anderson.
Oh.
Oh, you want more?
See, we flipped it that time. I
Oh,
went to
shit.
the. No, you're good. Let's flip
So,
it.
so in ADP, I think Mike Evans is number 2, and that Godwin is number 3, and then Moore is number 4. But in my dynasty once, I have DJ Moore as number 2.
Gotcha.
And I still value Mike Evans over Chris Godwin because I think Chris Godwin's success is a product of Mike Evans' existence, and I don't think it translates very well outside of Tampa Bay.
I hope you're wrong, but
Fire.
so I just have to mention Michael Thomas being a question mark, and then we talked about 5 other receivers, not one of them being a Saint, and 2 of them being Carolina receivers, but yet
Tampa Bay, though, right?
Winston over Darnold. Huh? That's weird. That's so weird.
Oh, what a callback.
That's funny.
So yeah, we'll go.
It's too much car for him, man.
Well, I mean, okay, we can talk Michael Thomas too. Like, I mean, he's got stuff left in the tank, man. Maybe. Like, are you just avoiding him at all costs?
Not at all costs, but
He's in the
Not pursuing him.
5th round of a 1 QB league.
Burn bright, burn out.
I'd probably wait.
Yeah, me too.
If he made
But
it
he could
to-
easily be like the number 1 on his team.
If I'm sitting at the back of the 6th, I'd probably finally take him.
Yeah.
And still be like, exactly what I did with Will Fuller in our most recent startup draft. It got to the point where it was like,
Oh yeah. Okay, we got that.
it got to the point where I was like, oh, if I don't take this guy, I'm an idiot. But that's the word I would do with that. Bye, everybody.
Love you.